The Pretenders and the Contenders. Week 12 is over, and these lines are getting drawn in the sand. I see the value in some of these teams making a run and the others to fizzle out. I'm Courtney Fallon, and I'm here to make you easy money. In the AFC, my serious contenders, the Titans and the Raiders. If the Titans, who are 8-3, can blow out a team as good as Buffalo after taking an unwanted 2-week vacation because COVID ravaged their locker room and put 24 guys on the COVID reserve list, and they come out and they still go out with a bang. Derrick Henry is a legitimate MVP candidate at running back. The way that they beat teams down on the road in their house, they believe in each other, and I believe in this team. The Raiders are 6-5. Now, they might have lost to the Chiefs in week 11, but they have proven that they can hang toe-to-toe with the best team in the NFL because they beat them once before. They took them wire to wire, and any team with a strong running game has my vote, and Josh Jacobs and Devontae Booker are a great duo on the ground. And don't forget their quarterback, Derek Carr. Okay, I know. He stunk it up in week 12. Let's rip that up, flush it down, and move on. Because Derek Carr over the last 10 games has thrown for over 2,400 yards and 19 touchdowns with a passer rating over 100, and they have the easiest remaining schedule of most of the teams that are in a playoff run. They have the Jets, the Colts, the Chargers, Dolphins, and Broncos. Hell, this team could end up with 10 or 11 wins. I'm buying in on the Raiders. My NFC contenders, you might be surprised, but I'm not. The Washington football team and the Minnesota Vikings. Okay, so call me crazy, but remember, someone from the NFC East has to win that division, and they're going to come out with a 4 seed and a home playoff game. So yeah, Washington has the league's #1 pass defense, allowing 195 yards per game. Chase Young is a monster edge rusher. Antonio Gibson, their rookie running back, over 250 rushing yards and 6 touchdowns in his last 3 games. Pair that with the potential comeback player of the year, Alex Smith at quarterback. I like their odds. And if Daniel Jones, the quarterback for the Giants' hamstring injury is as serious as they say and somewhat long-term, it switches the balance of powers in that division, and I like Washington's chances even more. And the Minnesota Vikings, they're sitting at 9th in the NFC currently, but the team that's above them is also in their division, the Chicago Bears, and they own the tiebreak over them and play them one more time. So again, at 5-6, they have to win out to make the playoffs, but Kirk Cousins has proved that he has the guts to take a team from a deficit to a certified win. They beat the Packers on the road. They have to play the Bucs on the road still to win out, but Tampa Bay has proven that they're beatable. And now the Pretenders. In the AFC, I have the Browns and the Colts. Sure, the Browns are 8-3, but they've also had only one legitimate win over the Colts in those 8 victories. Let's run it down. The Bengals twice. They beat the Cowboys, the Washington football team, the Texans, and the Eagles. Baker Mayfield threw his first passing touchdown on Sunday in week 12 for the first time since week 7. I like that dual rushing attack with Chubb and Kareem Hunt, but Baker Mayfield, he can't win the tough matchup. They still have to play the Steelers, the Ravens, and the Titans left at week 13. The Browns, I'm out. And how about the Colts? Phillip Rivers and company, they know they're not going to beat the Titans in their own division, so they would have an extremely hard road playoff journey through the AFC postseason, which could include road games against the Bills, the Steelers, or the Chiefs. I don't like their chances in any of those. And if that's what they're hanging on to that wild card, then I'm out on the Colts too. And in the NFC, I'm sorry, it's the Cardinals and the Bucs. So the Cardinals, I'm not so hot on. They're 6-5. The way that they've had questionable coaching at the end of games, that's cost them in winnable situations like Sunday in New England. Kyler Murray can be contained in the pocket, and if he does, it limits what DeAndre Hopkins can do in the passing game. They've already fallen to Detroit and Miami, and if they beat the teams that they're supposed to, they're in. But I just don't think that they will. And how about the Bucs? Yes, they're 7-5. Yes, Tom Brady's their quarterback, but they've also lost 3 of their last 4 since Antonio Brown joined that team. Too many toys in the toy box. Horrendous in primetime games under the lights. They're gonna make the playoffs, but getting past the first round? If the season ended right now, today, they would face the Packers at Lambeau Field. Yikes. I don't think that they're going to go very far. So now, let's make some money off these contenders and pretenders. Entering today, the Minnesota Vikings were plus 470 to make the postseason. The Washington football team, plus 490. With their wins this week, those numbers are going to decrease slightly, but they'll still be pretty juicy numbers to jump on now and favorable value headed into the postseason run. And for my pretenders, the Browns were plus 195 to miss the playoffs entering today. Their win over the Jags was pretty shaky, and they've got a tough schedule remaining with the Steelers and the Ravens and the Titans. I don't know. I think I can see them missing the playoffs. And to me, that's easy money.